I am happy. I am sad. I am angry. Let's be honest. If you say these phrases in the UK, people will understand you, but you'll sound exactly like a page from a textbook. And nobody talks like a textbook, do they? British English is famous for being a bit more colourful. So today we are going from basic to British. I'm going to show you how we actually talk about our emotions, from the classic idioms your teachers never mentioned to the slang we use every single day. Let's begin with the classic, I'm happy. It's the first thing you're taught, isn't it? But in the UK, just saying you're happy can feel a little flat, almost like you're understating it. When something truly amazing happens, you get that job offer or you finally find a flat in London that isn't a cupboard, a Brit will say, I'm over the moon. It's a classic, slightly poetic way to show that your happiness is sky high. It's been around forever, but we still use it all the time because it feels so genuine. Now, if you want to sound a bit more modern and high energy, you'd use the slang version. I'm buzzing. Think of the literal buzz of a bee. It's that electric, vibrating energy you feel when you're excited for a night out or after your team wins a match. It's very common in cities like Manchester or London. You wouldn't say this about a quiet afternoon with a book. You should save buzzing for when you've got a bit of adrenaline. Now, let's be honest. Saying, I'm sad, feels a bit like something you'd read in a school book. It's fine, but it doesn't really capture that true British drama. If a Brit misses out on concert tickets, they won't say, I'm sad. They'll say, I'm gutted. It's such a visceral word. It literally feels like disappointment is hitting you in the stomach. Now, if you want to take the drama even higher, you could say, I'm devastated. It's heavy, it's emotional, but here is the classic British twist. We love to shorten words. So you'll often hear people say, I'm devo. It's a bit more casual, a bit more Gen Z or millennial, but it's the perfect way to vent your frustration without sounding like you're reciting a poem. It's real, it's raw, and it's 100% British. I'm confused. It's the safe, standard choice we all learn on day one of school. But let's be real, it's a bit boring, isn't it? If you want to sound like you actually spent time in a British pub or office, you need words with a bit more personality. First up is a mouthful. I'm discombobulated. Now, I know it looks like a spelling bee nightmare, and it does sound a bit formal or old-fashioned, but Brits love using long, ridiculous words to be funny. It describes that specific feeling of being flustered and out of sorts, like when you walk into a room and completely forget why you're there. It's light-hearted and shows you don't take yourself too seriously. But since that's a bit of a tongue twister, here's another one. I'm baffled. It's such a great expressive word. because it sounds exactly like that mental fog you feel when you're stuck. If someone explains a really complicated plan and your brain just refuses to process it, you'd shrug and say, "I'm baffled." It's a bit more stylish than "I don't get it," and it perfectly captures that very British feeling of polite confusion. Finally, we have an even more polite alternative. "I'm in a muddle." This is such a warm, classic British expression. It's perfect for when things are just a bit messy or disorganized in your head. If you're trying to figure out a confusing bus timetable and failing, you just say, "Sorry, I'm in a bit of a muddle." It's friendly, it's humble, and it makes you sound instantly more like a native speaker. "I'm angry." It's very direct, isn't it? Almost a bit too clinical. If a Brit is actually losing their temper because someone jumps the queue or forgot to make the tea, they'll rarely just say they're angry. They'll go for something with a bit more punch, like "I'm furious." It's a strong, classic word that lets everyone know they've crossed a line. It's got that weight to it that makes people stop and listen. But if you want to sound truly native and maybe a little dramatic, you have to use the slang. "I'm fuming." I love this one because you can practically see the steam coming out of someone's ears when they say it. It's the perfect word for when you're so annoyed you're just sitting there, boiling silently. You'll hear it everywhere, from reality TV to the office kitchen. If the coffee machine is broken down for the third time this week, you aren't just annoyed, you're fuming. It's short, it's sharp, and it's the ultimate way to vent without needing a long, complicated sentence. "I'm nervous." It's what you say in an exam or an interview, but it's a bit formal, right? It doesn't quite capture that physical feeling of your heart racing or your hands shaking. To sound like a local, you need something that describes the feeling in your body. One of my favorites is "I'm on edge." It's so visual. It's like you're literally standing on the brink of something, and any little noise or surprise might make you fall. It's perfect for when you've had too much coffee or you're waiting for some really important news. It shows that you're tense and restless, not just worried. Now, if the suspense is even worse, you'd say, "I'm on pins and needles." Can you just imagine how that feels? It's that sharp, tingly, uncomfortable sensation of waiting for something to happen. It's a classic British idiom used when you're waiting for a result or a big announcement. You aren't just nervous, you're literally sitting on something sharp because you can't stay still. It's a brilliant way to add a bit of British flair to your English and explain exactly how uncomfortable that waiting can be. "I'm embarrassed." It's okay, but it's a bit mild, isn't it? It sounds like you accidentally used the wrong fork at dinner. If you've done something truly soul-crushing, like calling your boss mum or tripping over in front of someone you fancy, embarrassed just doesn't cut it. A Brit in this situation will say, I'm mortified. It's a big dramatic word that basically means you're so embarrassed you want the ground to open up and swallow you whole. It's a very common reaction because, as you know, we Brits are practically professional at feeling awkward. It's perfect for those I can never show my face again moments where you just want to disappear. But if you're talking to younger people or you're spending any time on social media, you'll hear the word cringe or cringing. This one is everywhere right now. It's actually quite versatile because you can cringe at yourself when remembering something awkward you did 3 years ago while you're trying to fall asleep, or you can say someone else makes you cringe if they're being really try hard or you're getting second-hand embarrassment. It's such a physical word. It's that literal feeling of tensing up your muscles and closing your eyes because something is just too painful to watch. It's the ultimate modern way to describe social awkwardness. And honestly, we use it for almost everything these days. Whether it's a bad joke or a terrible dance move, if it makes your skin crawl, it's definitely cringe. I'm lonely. It's a bit formal, isn't it? It sounds like a line from a sad poem. If you are standing in a pub by yourself while all your friends are out having fun, lonely feels a bit too heavy. A Brit in this situation will say, I'm feeling like Billy no mates. It's a classic British idiom for when you have nobody to hang out with or you've been left totally on your own. It takes a sad feeling and makes it sound a bit more self-deprecating and funny. It is the perfect phrase for those awkward moments when you're the only one not invited to the group chat or you're sitting at a table for one. Use this and you will sound like you've lived in London for years. And there you have it, a load of ways to stop sounding like a textbook and start sounding like a real Brit when you're talking about your feelings. And honestly, I feel like I've only managed to go through a few emotions here, so definitely let me know in the comments if you'd like a part 2. And if you'd like to receive practical tips and real-life English expressions delivered straight to your inbox, don't forget to subscribe to my free newsletter. The link is in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.